Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Luminescent here with another moon update transit video, whatever whatchamacallit. We're discussing the moon in Pisces, which is 6th house to Libra. Now, the 6th house represents order, being organized, establishing routines. It's mutable energy as well, so it does incur some inevitable changes, going with the flow, setting things up, getting rid of things that are no longer healthy, and taking away from the wealthiness of your life. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Lovers and the Six of Cups, so there's definitely some.
It's 23 hours.
There's definitely some relationship, soulmate connection. Definitely can be children as well. Geminian energy, and the Six of Cups usually refers to, reminiscing, deeply holding on to things that you have been emotionally attached to. We got the Star card, Temperance, and Five of Pentacles. Now, with this moon transit, during this moon transit, Saturn is going to go direct. Finally. So, definitely a big relief for the world. It will have a brief trine with Mercury and Scorpio. It will conjunct Neptune, a sextile with Earth energies, Capricorn and Taurus. It will in conjunct the Venus in Leo before squaring, or after rather. Nope. Yeah, it's going to in conjunct before it squares. Oh, no, it's going to be after. I'm just sitting here trying to think of numbers. It's going to square the North Node after that. So, yeah. And then the Sun is directly opposing Chiron retrograde in Aries when Saturn goes direct. So we definitely gonna be facing a need to heal or look at parts of our ego, or the things that we tell ourselves to in order to protect ourselves. We're gonna face that straight up during this time. When Saturn goes direct, and it will be definitely time to get back to work, get back to clocking it. With this moon in Pisces, being in the 6th house, we definitely going to feel an emotional need to get some type of spiritual ritual going. It is the fall period, so we are getting closer to, with more night than day. We're starting to be more in touch with the shadow parts of ourselves, and with this direct opposition, is the like one of the first, moments of what that's going to mean for us as well, with Saturn going direct, conjuncting Neptune. We will feel those psychic attacks or illusions. We get to see the media play a big role in understanding what type of relationships have we been forced into that we really can break out of if we want to. And I definitely mean that with Saturn going direct. It's time for us to move ahead with plans that we made to establish a new way of creating currency, stability, and rooting ourselves in our day to day. So, with the Star card here, the first thing I noticed just with these three cards, and the Lovers at the bottom was okay. So it's like this person is getting rid of things for clarity, and then this person is, tempering themselves with their emotions, and then these two people come together to help each other out and change the way their reality actually looks. just because they did the work by themselves, they can now join themselves together. And that is what created this lover's energy. And because they're angels here, is definitely some, divine work at play here. Things are meant to happen as they are, of course, but you still got your free will nonetheless. So we have the Seven of Disc with the Two of Swords, clarifying the Star card. So the Star card is definitely related to Aquarius energy. However, with that knowing, with that hope, with that wish that we want to see fulfilled, or it's actually even being fulfilled at this time with the moon moving through the sixth house, we've seen the signs, and now it's time for us to make a decision by getting rid of things that actually block us from being able to, ground ourselves in the type of, reality that we want to be a part of, the type of dreams that we want to have. It's time for us to actually put some work into it. With Temperance being here, we have the Nine of Swords, the Hangman, and the Seven of Swords. So we got two sevens right here. You know, we may require temperance just because our mind is overactive, and then we also want to find a way to relax and be comfortable in the changes that are taking place all around us, because there's some divine work going on that we can allow to happen for us. We've did a lot of work with this Saturn in retrograde. If anybody's been doing the work, um, it's definitely time for us to take a mental note of, how we're actually feeling, being in tune. With that moon being in the sixth house, we want to be psychically attuned to our body and what it's telling us, because whenever we have aches and pains or just nudges, it can go from, energy being trapped that we need to release to, even an angel or a spirit being or whatever you want to call it. They're trying to touch us and tap us and direct us into um, being connected to our higher self, so that we can receive more, information, more wisdom, things that we need to learn about, and setting boundaries definitely here with the Temperance card. There's nothing wrong with, taking time out to learn something about ourselves and being comfortable with that, and establishing boundaries with others so that we can continue that journey. Not Mars, yeah, Mars and Venus will directly trine, have a fire trine, while Mars is retrograde and Venus is in Leo. So we can definitely feel inspired to action. We got two Mars cards here, so we can definitely be inspired to action. But with the Temperance and a Hangman, we want to be very mindful to do things in, moderation, be wise, learn from the things that you've already been through, the signs and sigils and the decision making. We want to learn from that, from this person, or just from our own, experiences. And coming together, this Five of Pentacles is about, feeling left out or feeling in the cold, needing help and support, and not being, too proud to allow someone in to support you, especially if you both been on a journey, um, taking care of yourself, your mental and spiritual health. You're doing the best that you can, making the best decisions that you can make, allowing God into your life to be a boundary, allowing the God presence within you to create a force field around you, so that not only are you learning from your experiences, but you're also protecting yourself for repeating those experiences where sometimes you may feel like you failed a mission and you don't know what to do next. Well, you're being guided to know what to do next. You're being guided to understand that, it's okay. You can let that go. You can let it all hang out, because there's protection surrounding you on your journey, that although you feel like you're alone, you're really not alone. You have all the help you need, and if you do need help, you can call on it, because again, Martian energy and the Prince of Swords, which is the King of Swords, and it's like you have, as long as you have a will, you'll have a way. Your mind is such a powerful muscle and tool for you to use in this dimension. Is very, very important that you understand that, you're never alone. No matter what the physical reality looks like, you're never alone. And for, a coming together of, knowledge and experience, you know, those are really all the tools you need to help you get from point A, point B, point Z, and using your mind, your mental powers in order to do that. That creates the best decision making processes that you can possibly handle, even when it comes to picking another person or just you allowing your higher self to merge these two energies together, and getting back to that nostalgic feeling of being aligned, being centered in who you are and what your mission is. And you're cutting out other things and people that may have wasted your time in the past that you need to get rid of now that you have a higher knowledge of what you should be doing, and therefore what experiences you need to be attracting, and moderating how you attract those experiences, people, places, or things, situations, ideas, and transforming what you think is loneliness into being supportive to others, or allowing that support to come in for you. Okay, so we have adventure and play. We got that for a couple days ago. And trust your intuition. Definitely big with the moon in Pisces and the sixth house. It can definitely be perfunctory in sixth house events when those things go down, because it's about things cycling, things happening, and you're reaping, or you're reaping what you sow, as far as how closely you stick to those routines. But with that moon transiting the sixth house, we get to see how far off we've come to those, and how it may have made us out of balance, or how close we've come to being in balance, now that we have to share that light during Libra season with ourselves and another, or just us looking at the shadow part of ourselves. But this definitely is a time of people coming together, picking your family, your group, or who you're going to be hanging with during the winter time when it get cold, or even when it get hot. It's just that time of year for us to learn to enjoy what's in our environment, what's around us. And adventure and play definitely is a big one, but definitely trusting your intuition, knowing the patterns, seeing the patterns for what they are, and accepting the truth that you find in it. And it may not be the same as it was a year ago. It may not be the same information that or experiences that you learned from 3, 4, 5 years ago. It may be something totally new that you're being called to, with higher direction, of course. Here you may be called to a higher path, a higher direction than you've been on before, but just know that on that path you're not alone, and you can definitely do it, especially with the right team and the right people. But you can definitely do anything that you put your mind to. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, and find joy in everything that you do. This life is meant for us to be able to just enjoy whatever it is that we really feel like doing, whatever we feel called to do. Life should not be stressful and feeling like it's a monkey on your back all the time. That's not what you came here to do. You don't want your spirit to be bogged down. So find joy in yourself and others. Find joy, adventure, play, and remember to always trust your intuition. Trust your higher knowing, your higher guidance, your higher self, the person who knows the fuck better. Okay, and that's your reading for the moon in Pisces transit. Thank you for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram and book a personal reading on my website. Peace.